Hey YouTube, Wicks here. So, 2 weeks in, really positive so far. Really enjoyed it, really enjoyed all my training, all my dieting. Today was the big weigh. This is the one I've been kind of waiting for this day. Really wanted to see how obviously the hard work had paid off in the first couple of weeks. Before I go into exactly how that went, I just want to talk a little bit about what's been going on over the past couple of weeks. I'm sure most of you guys have probably seen the first two videos, but for those of you who haven't, I'm on a weight loss journey now, looking to lose 164 pounds in total. That's a lot of weight. It's going to take a lot of time. But I set myself little goals along the way, and the first goal that I set is to lose a stone, 14 pounds before July the 4th. Which was 4 weeks from the original start date. So we're 2 weeks into that now. So whatever weight I'm at now is the halfway point to that. So hopefully I'm going to be, well, I know what I am at the moment, but hopefully I was looking to be kind of at least kind of 6-7 pounds into it, just so I'm at least halfway, just so I know I'm doing the right thing. A few people did think that obviously the amount of exercise I've been doing, I don't know if any of you guys are following me over on Instagram, but I've been at the gym nearly every day. I think I've had maybe 3 rest days in total since I started this, just when I felt I need them. There was going to be another one, but I ended up kind of thinking, you know what, I can go to the gym for half an hour. I had enough in me to go and do it. So not necessarily every day has got to be as strenuous as the next, but doing something just to kind of keep me moving, burn off some energy before I come home. And yeah, I think that the weight that I've lost, had I been doing other diet plans, I know that a few people have said that they expect me to lose kind of big numbers, kind of like what you see on these kind of TV shows where they do it for a week or 2 weeks and they've lost a couple of stone. Well, obviously those kind of people, they're training for, in those programs, they train for hours and hours and hours a day. Myself, I don't know if, I don't think I've explained this on any of my videos yet, but I have a very limited time what I can do. I start work at 8 in the morning and I finish work at 6:30 at night. So to make sure I'm eating at the right times, I am now going to the gym for weights before work on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The gym only opens at 6:30 locally to me, so I get about an hour in, give me enough time for a shower and get into work. And then after work, I don't like to do kind of more than about an hour and a half inside the gym. That includes obviously going between machines. Sometimes you have to wait kind of a few minutes and a little bit of kind of rest time. I don't like to kind of do more than about an hour and a half, because by the time that's at 8 o'clock, by the time you kind of shower, change, get home, you kind of look at about 8:15. I don't want to be eating too late, so I don't like eating past about 8:30, 8:45. So, and I'm eating the right things. So again, I don't know if you guys are following me on Instagram, but I've posted pretty much most of my meals in terms of dinners and lunches, and I'm eating right. Now, some of these high weight losses that people think, oh, maybe he's going to be doing that, come to do with these kind of shake diets, these like kind of liquid diets, where you wake up in the morning, you have a shake, you get to lunch, you have a shake, you cut to mid-afternoon, you might have one of these little bars, and you get to the evening and you have a very tiny chicken and veg meal. Now, that's not what I wanted to do. You could lose a lot of weight doing it. I'm not knocking people that do, but for me, I want to do it in what I would consider a more healthy way, where I'm eating food. I mean, I have eaten a lot of food. Calorie wise, not a lot. I usually end up about 1,500-1,600 calories, but those of you who have seen my meals, they are big, kind of, some of them are big meals, but they're low in calories because I'm eating the right things, like sweet potatoes and chicken breasts and big portions of salad and big portions of vegetables. So I'm putting a lot of fuel in my body. But because of that, obviously that does come with its own weight, and you're not going to lose kind of these huge numbers each week. And I'm happy with that, because for me, this is a long-term plan. This isn't I'm going to lose all this 164 pounds in kind of 5-6 months and then be done. This is a long goal for me. So I want to lose, my minimum I really want to lose a week is kind of £3. If I lose £3 every week, I've kind of worked out how long that's going to take me, and I'm happy with that. So anything more is a complete bonus. I'm certainly putting the work in. I'm eating the right foods at the right time. I'm doing the right exercises. I've just started adding in weights this week, so really looking forward to kind of seeing how that adds to it as well. As I say, Monday, Wednesday and Friday mornings, and then every other Sunday I'll do a kind of a bigger session. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how these next 2 weeks go. Some of the things I've tried over this last week, I did a video based on the first week, but some of the things I've tried over this last week has been really interesting. I did a circuit class, which was a good friend of mine runs a circuit class in Deal called JFit Circuits, and that was possibly the hardest workout I've done in not only a long time, but certainly in this first couple of weeks. That was a lot of mountain climbers and push-ups and jumping, and we did like a little bit of pad work, kind of punching on the pads with a partner, all these kind of things, going round and round the room and just doing this circuit, and it was absolutely agonizing, but coming out of it, I felt absolutely brilliant. Just like you do whenever you kind of do a workout, you feel horrible during it, and those are the good workouts. You know that you're working hard when you feel absolutely horrible while you're doing it, but then as you come out, you feel great and you're really glad that you've been. The day after it, and probably was maybe not the wisest decision after such a good workout, was to go to Fight Club. That was the day after in my local leisure centre. So that, again, a really fantastic cardio workout. Now, I didn't know about Fight Club other than the film, but this has turned into quite a big craze across the UK. I see there's so many Fight Club classes, and it's very much a anybody goes. I saw all age ranges in my local class, and basically you have like a big kind of punching dummy, and you couple of people on each one, lots of kind of telling you what to do in terms of punches, in terms of kicks, getting down, doing press-ups, sit-ups, squatting, all these kind of things. My legs were absolutely burning after about 15 minutes into I think we did about 50 minutes, but yeah, absolutely burning, and a lot of that was from the night before. But really enjoyed both of those. Going to be going back to both of those this week. Really looking forward to those. What else did we do? We did a swim, another mile. So the first week I did my mile, and I did it in 54 minutes. This week, my aim was to get that time under 50. So I really want to kind of to push myself a little bit faster so I can get it under 50. Really went for it. Had very kind of few breaks, kind of a couple of seconds on each turn. Ended up with about, I think my time was 43 minutes. So yeah, it was 43 minutes. So I took 11 minutes off my total, and I was absolutely blown away with that. When I finished, I kind of double took the camera to see, the clock. Have I done this right? Have I timed this right? But no, it was definitely the right time. So I was really happy with that. And kind of back a few years ago, when I used to go swimming more regularly, I was getting that time at around about between 40 and 45 regularly. So to be back at 43 has been really good. And the next goal is to get that down to 40 minutes, and kind of at that point I might then start upping it and doing a mile and a half. I certainly felt when I finished my mile that I could do more. So it'd be nice to kind of get to that point where I'm struggling, where I think, okay, well, this is probably the right time to stop now, maybe do one more length after that. So yeah, really enjoyed that. Jogging wise, I've been able to do a lot more. This is on the treadmill. Unfortunately, I'm not out on the street jogging yet, but on the treadmill, I've got my time up from 90 seconds of jogging. And this is not just, that's the amount of time I spend on the treadmill, but this is the amount of time it takes me before I have to stop and walk and recover. I've got that up from 90 seconds. I went today, and that's up at 12 minutes at a good jog pace. So again, I know it's not going to be a lot in comparison to other people, but for me, that's massive. 12 minutes of continuous jogging. And then I stop and I do my sprints, and I do my 10-minute sprints. So yeah, really do enjoy that when I do that. The sprinting is absolutely agonizing. But again, I know it's really good for me, and I know that the high intensity interval training is the way to go a lot of the time. So that's been really good. Diet-wise, we've tried some great things. I've really fallen in love with sweet potato. I've had that with most of my evening meals, whether it's been alongside chicken and veg, or I've had sweet potato with homemade like a healthy chili on top, or tuna. Started with tuna mayonnaise, and then I got advice to do tuna Greek yogurt. That was really nice as well. It's something that you'd never expect me to do, tuna and Greek yogurt, and it was absolutely delicious. And then last night I actually tried fish for the first time, and I mean, I've had like fish when it's covered in batter and from a fish and chip shop. That's fine, that's one thing. But I went and got a few kind of fresh salmon fillets, put those in the oven last night. Had that with a sweet potato mash and some veg, and it was absolutely brilliant. So I think I'll be doing a lot more with fish over the coming weeks, and it'd be great for you guys to recommend any good fishes, good fish dishes, how to prepare them, what's the kind of the best way to, what is good to accompany them in a meal. So any ideas you got like that for me, yeah, do let me know. We also had today, so today was the weigh. And for those of you who've watched last week, you'll remember that I did a mini weigh at halfway because I needed it for my friend Craig, who's doing my nutrition. We needed to kind of see how the first week went, we needed to see how the second week went, so then we can kind of work out our nutrition goals going forward from here over the coming weeks. Some of you were eagle-eyed and did message me, as I did put a little Easter egg in there. As a bit of a geek, I like kind of Easter egg bits, and noticed the little board that I have behind me here. Which category each week will have how much weight I need to lose. And for those of you who remember, when I first started, I needed to lose 164 pounds. So then that went down last week to 157. So today's weight loss, well, you do the math. I weighed in, and the weight loss so far, for those who can't work it out, is 10.5 pounds. Really, really, really happy with that. I thought if I could get 6 or 7 pounds, I was going to be really kind of happy and pleased with how the first couple of weeks went. But 10.5, I was really, really thrilled with that. So last week I lost 6.5, and then this week I lost 4. So it was down on last week, but the first week is always going to be a bit bigger as well, because obviously it's a shock to your system. So yeah, I think if I can lose 3 pounds a week, I'm very happy. This week I lost 4. And yeah, I'm really positive with how it's gone. And if I keep going at that and keep those levels up, then this weight is just going to keep dropping off me. And we're going to we're easily going to hopefully break our goal of the 1 stone. I've only got 3.5 pounds to lose in 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how much I can break that goal by. I'm not going to be weighing now until the actual day, so I won't be weighing in a week's time for a halfway kind of weigh. This is literally it now. Between now and the 4th of July, I'm going to weigh on that day, and we'll all kind of find out together how I've done over the first month. And I know it's not a kind of a long into it yet, but these are kind of a big milestones for me. And I've already had a quick few chats with a few different people of other challenges we can do. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to announcing what we're going to be looking to do for the rest of the year. We've set kind of goals and targets and activities that I'm going to be able to kind of start doing. And once I've lost a bit more weight, kind of things that we can not rewarding kind of in terms of like eating or anything like that, but reward myself by going and doing things that I physically can't do now because I weigh too much. So those kind of conversations are in plan, so we could actually kind of make some interesting content over the coming weeks and months. So yeah, so 10.5 pounds, really happy with that. I'll obviously be making another video next week. Just obviously we'll have a few different ideas of what's going on next week. It's going to be not around what I've been doing, but I'd like to do a kind of few different videos over the coming weeks and months on meals, meal preps, certain exercise routines, just things that I'm being told from you guys, things that I can share with you. So if you give me any kind of advice, and if it's something I can turn around and put into content so I can share your advice with other people, then that's great, because then we're all benefiting from it. So yeah, so thank you again for all the support. I've been absolutely overwhelmed with everybody who's been able to get in contact with me. I don't think there's been a day that's gone by where either somebody new on Instagram hasn't liked either photos or followed me on it, or sent me a message, or people who have got in contact with me on Facebook. Now, some of you guys have been friends that I haven't seen for 10, 15 years, of suddenly got in contact to wish me well, give me advice, and you guys know who you are because you've obviously done it, and I'm really thankful for getting in contact. Some of you guys have actually called on or text on days where it was going to be difficult and it was a bit of a mental challenge, and just that comment just gave me that extra boost and that extra push to go and do well and really kind of smash out a good training session or make sure I kind of stuck to the diet. And in all honesty, I haven't cheated at all. It's been start to finish, no fizzy drinks, no bad foods or anything like that. I've really stuck to my guns with it, and I'm going to continue to do that going forward. So so thanks for everybody who's got in contact. It really does mean the world to me, and it really does make a difference as well. For somebody who is going to struggle over the weeks and months to come, those kind of things really do keep me going. So thank you guys, I really appreciate it. And I will be popping this straight up on YouTube and then getting over to Instagram to catch up with a few of you guys. And I look forward to doing another video next week. And till then, take care.